Turbocharged engine stuck in limp mode with code P007A? This code points directly to the charge air cooler temperature sensor circuit on bank 1. If your car has a turbo, it has an intercooler, also called a charge air cooler, which chills the hot air coming from the turbo before it enters the engine. Cold air is denser and gives you more power. The sensor in question measures that air temperature so the PCM knows how much fuel to inject. When this sensor circuit fails, the computer gets confused about the air density. You might experience poor performance, the vehicle entering limp mode, or if you drive a diesel, the diesel particulate filter or DPF regeneration might get blocked. The problem is usually the sensor itself, the wiring, or sometimes a physical block in the cooler. Start with a visual inspection. Look for damaged wires or a cracked sensor housing. If that looks okay, you need to test the circuit. Using a scan tool, watch the temperature data for that sensor. If you unplug the sensor, the value on the screen should drop to a very low number. If you then jump the two terminals on the connector with a wire, the reading should spike to a very high temperature. If that happens, your wiring and computer are fine and the sensor is dead. To be sure, test the sensor resistance with your multimeter set to ohms. Watch the value as the engine warms up. The resistance should drop smoothly as the temperature rises. If the engine gets hot but the resistance stays stuck, replace the sensor. You should also check for the 5-volt reference signal coming from the computer. With the ignition on, use your voltmeter to ensure one of the connector pins has 5 volts. If you are missing that voltage, or if you have an open ground connection, you are dealing with a wiring break between the sensor and the PCM. If you verify the sensor is bad, it is an easy swap, but if the wiring is hidden deep in the loom, it might be time to visit a shop.